All right, Shalom, Shalom. Joe Kanan coming in from Fort Worth, Fort Judah. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Bakar Kadah. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone, citation all the occupants and artworks pushing the truth. It's the year Karagma, what a year it is. For all you naysayers, for all you Johnny come lates, for all you Edomite lovers out there, say, who is Esau? Pose that question 11 years ago, and we still at that question. Who are the Edomites? Where did they come from? Are they still here on the earth today? That's the question, right? That's always been the question. Hold on, let me check. Okay, we good. Right, so the question was, who are the Edomites, right? So Akim did a video on, which let me pull it up real quick. Give the brother just due credit first. Give me 1 second. I'm still excited. I'm trying to actually pull the Akim video up before I go into the lesson. So much shit going on. You got so many outlets you can send messages now, it's hard to keep up. Okay, I say archaeologists confirm the book of Genesis or Israel arch nemesis, the Edomites. See that? Let me show it to y'all. See? That confirms it right there. Who are the Edomites? I ain't got my book with me. So let's start that. So let's have that story again. Who are the Edomites? And this Genesis. This Genesis 25 and 19. And these are the generation of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begat Isaac. And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethlehem, the Syria of Pepperell, the sister of Laban, the Syria. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah, his wife, conceived. And the children and the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord, a man of. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. See that? Now we have to pay very close attention to what's being said in that verse. 2 nations, see that? Which we know is the blacks, Latin Native Americans, Jacob, and the Edomites. I don't care if you call yourself Russian, I don't care if you call yourself American, I don't care if you call yourself French, I don't care if you calling yourself German, I don't care if you calling yourself South African, I don't care if you calling yourself Australian, I don't care if you calling yourself Czechoslovakian, I don't care if you calling yourself Scottish, I don't care if you calling yourself Wales, I don't care if you calling yourself England, I don't care if English, I don't care if you calling yourself Dutch. You are the Edomites. We are the Israelites. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. So not only 2 nations, but 2 manner of people, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. See, physically, and one nation shall be stronger. So physically, mentally, and spiritually. We are the Israelites. Y'all are the Edomites. And see, Brother Jerry, Bethlehem Temple, and all you Johnny come lates like Vocal Malone, who's being exposed to this, nothing but an agent provocatorium. The cat's out the bag. It's too late. Because what did the scriptures even say? Brother, he did a good lesson. I'm gonna get his lesson too. It's Psalms, because he brought that out, which is through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, because we was all sent to do what? Into other men's labors. The apostle summed us for. It's Psalm 64 and 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, and they have. The blacks, blacks, and Native Americans. The Edomites has had a war campaign against us since we've been in inception. Since post-slavery, they has been on spiritually, physically, and mentally a war against the blacks, blacks, and Native Americans. And matter of fact, Umar Johnson was just breaking some of that down as I was listening to him, because you know he's very good being an orator and speaking and so forth, and putting the thoughts together on what happened. Which I'm gonna let y'all hear a little bit of this, because this right here explains it all.
Every time y'all make a movie, y'all only show us at our worst. White folks also have this. Degeneracy is not the exclusive prerogative of any one group of people. But when it comes to black people, 85% of how they show us and show business is negative and filled with these images. With white folks, you see some of that, but 85% of what you see from white folks, they're the doctors, they're the lawyers, they're the business owners, and most of all, they're the saviors.
Well, at least they have diversity.
They have diversity in presentation.
That's right.
There's no diversity in the presentation of black folks. And why is that? From a propaganda perspective, what? You must kill the image of the black male before you kill the black male. If you study Adolf Hitler's campaign against the European Jews, which was an atrocity, he committed an assassination of the image of the Jew in the German mind before he carried out the human extermination. That's what America is doing. But what is the difference between the extermination of the black man's image in America and the extermination of the European Jew's image in Germany? You know what the difference is? The difference is the European Jew did not participate in the extermination of his own public image. The black man is participating in financing the extermination of his own public image. Look at hip hop. That is the extermination of the black male's image. Look at the Tyler Perry movies, the Lee Daniels shows. Look at the reality shows of black women where they show our women as thirsty, sexually uncontrolled, masculine, and undesirable. But here's the thing, Baba. We are volunteering.
We are complicit
to destroy our own destruction.
And that was my next statement to you, or question.
See, and that's just a snippet of what's out here and what's being said. It's very apparent that these Edomites, which that's why they always hid who everybody was. See, this is the war campaign of our next enemy, the Edomites. To who? The blacks, Latins, and Native Americans. Because this ain't no black thing. This is an Israelite thing against the Edomites. And the Edomites have the upper hand because this is their war according to Job 9:24. So let's not go too far straight, but let's say Psalm 64:4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. And Umar Johnson just explained a lot of that. They encourage themselves in their evil matter, and they do. See how they set up hip hop? Now hip hop's supposed to be this entryway of success and a way of life for blacks, Latins, and Native Americans. That's what hip hop's supposed to be, which that was actually a deaf culture. The thuggies from the 18th century, from when the British, same Edomites, took them down, took that philosophy and brought it over here to hip hop. And got all the heathens looking at us like we fucking crazy, but they in our neighborhood, according to Deuteronomy, selling us all the bullshit that the black exploitation movies tell us to buy. It's one big ass circle of bullshit. That's what it is, man. And Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah is waking his people up. That's why this lesson is, who are the Edomites? And why and what the fuck is going on around this motherfucker? This Deuteronomy 28 and 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness, with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flies, a tongue who thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, which was the Edomites, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. And that's Cortez. That's Cortez. I can't say his fucking name. That's Christopher Columbus and his gang. That's who America's named after, America Vespucci. That's Hernandez Cortez now, that went over to the islands, over to Puerto Rico, Haiti, Jamaica, and those islands, which I got all them books, man. But this is what Yahweh Hashem Yahushua was telling us. And that's why I always lead from Umar Johnson all the way to me talking about the Northern Kingdom, which is the Mexicans, the North American Indians. I gotta say that. I'm used to saying Gadites, I'm used to saying Ephraimites, I'm used to saying Manassites, which are the Cubans. I'm used to saying that, but so transferring back over to Esau shit, but still got it. So the North American Indians, the Aztecs, the Incas, so forth, the North, Central, and South America, even up into Canada, because the Canadians, them Edomites, they took our brothers down, they called them the Eskimo. But that was the Northern Kingdom that they came over here. The movie Columbus, we've been showing y'all, and Esau has been showing us that we are the people. All the facts is out. The Occupants been making the videos all over. So come on now. Can't nobody playtime over with. All these still last dead conversations that we used to have, don't bring them up no more. You can't bring up, oh, the white man wrote the Bible. Then why he give us the fucking slave Bible? See that? You can't say that the Edomites don't exist. They was done away with. They just said they found them. And we know who y'all are today. We give you the roadmap. That's what I'm starting off with. So let's keep it moving. Psalm 64 and 5. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of land snares privately. They say, who shall see them? And that's that ex-black, that's the black exploitation movies that they made. From Superfly all the way to Boys in the Hood, you know what I'm saying, to the movie Juice with Tupac, all the way to today, with the Lee Daniel and them movies that they making today. It's been an ongoing war campaign on who? The blacks, blacks, and Native Americans, which are the Israelites. And who been pushing the helm? The Edomites. That's why money is the root of all evil. Because anytime you become over 100 million, 10 million or whatever, or if you got a good idea that Esau know that this is a good propaganda tool to help further white supremacy and to demonize, like Umar Johnson said, to destroy the Israelite image, because that's what it's about. It's not a black image, it's an Israelite image. Because not only is they just destroying the black man, but they doing the blacks, blacks, and Native Americans. Why you think Trump keeps saying like shithole country? Anytime he referred to anybody from El Salvador or Nicaragua, he always say what? All them gangbangers, them drug dealers. Motherfucker, why you don't talk about the Chicago boys who invented and made that shit the way? Why you don't talk about the Reagan years? Why you don't talk about the Nixon years? Why, you know what I'm saying? Why you don't bring up them years and what they was doing? Why you don't bring up, I just did a lesson on him. What's his name? God damn it. It's coming to me. Foreign policy guy. I can't think of his name. It's gonna come to me. But these guys has been on the war campaign on the Northern Kingdom, man. All down in Mexico, giving out all of those through the IMF, International Monetary Fund, giving out them loans, taking the people gold, don't want to give it back. You know, we know about all these things going on. Esau being caught with Chase Manhattan Bank boat being caught with damn near $2 billion worth of drugs. You know, finding out that you have noble families in America, like where I'm from, Wisconsin, you have Johnson & Johnson family. They are part of pushing and funding the opiums that's been going on over the last, what, I don't know, 15 years, 20 years? Come on, man, like, man. Y'all the devil. But this Psalm 64 and 6, they search out iniquities. That's why I even brought up the whole hip hop. Umar Johnson brought it up. And that goes back to the 18th century, to the Thuggies over in India. People, the Edomites, they search out iniquity. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thoughts of every one of them and the heart is deep. But God shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And that's what's happening. You have whistleblowers coming out. Like one of the most famous ones I know about, that you learn about and you hear about when you go on your conspiracy theorist kind of shit, is William Cooper, Beware the Pale White Horse, which he goes into the AIDS epidemic, which was a weaponized weapon from the United States Defense government to give to the Israelites in America and to kill off the Africans in Africa. But let's go back. So yeah, man, their tongue is falling upon themselves. That's why all of us seeing what's going on, man. So let's go back to who the Edomites is. This Genesis. Yeah, we're gonna start from the beginning again. We're gonna have this conversation again. Yes, we are. This Genesis. Nope, that's the next one. 25 and 23. And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there was twins in her womb, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau, right? So let's look that up. Let's go into some words real quick. That's why we slow everything down. Real quick, that damn phone gotta be blue. Esau, I swash. I'm saying it a little wrong, but I'm close. Wasted away as he. His pigmentation is gone. Oh, Idumean, the red man, in the Greek. Come on, man, got that phone taking too long. I'm just trying to look up that word Esau.